Hello, ladies and gents. If you're new here, I am Alpha Edman. I'm on a mission to $10,000 into $1 million in funding with prop firm capitals. If you do not know what prop firm is, prop firms are literally companies that fund traders. Once you've proven that you can trade, you've got to pass a two-phase assessment. The phase one, where you have to make 10 or 8%, depends on the prop firm you're working with, and then the phase two, where you need to make 4 or 5%, depends on the prop firm you're working with. Right now, I'm working with Alpha Capital, and I have to make 10% to pass the challenge. It's a 10K account, so I have to make $1,000 to pass the phase one, and then $500 to pass the phase two assessment, and then I'll be funded with live capital. Today, I want to do a trade breakdown. It's a bit of stretch from what we normally do on this channel. Show exactly how I came out of drawdown with, I think, 6% drawdown. Let's get to the charts. I'm going to break down the trade I took from last week, my thought process, my buyers, and how exactly I manage trade once I'm in them. Whenever I come to the chart, I start from the early time frame because I get to see the overall insight and exactly what price is saying for the whole week. Because that's what I care about. I don't look at H4 because then it's too much information that I do not need. So what I try to identify on the H4 is the main push, which is structure, and of course the supply and demand, which is available POI to trade from. So this is the main push from this high to this low. And I use this tool. This is a ping pong tool for me. It's very important. And then lastly, supply and demand. In this case, is very clean pro trend demand zone before the open of Friday. So this trade was a trade I took on Friday. So let me quickly push this and see. And of course, I'm using the FX replay tool because why not? Exactly. So I'm going to push this button. From here, I just go to the M15, sorry, to refine my hourly time frame zone to see if there's any possible refinement. And there is. So this is the main IFC that causes this whole push. And price came into the zone, but unfortunately, it was closed off my time window. See all this gray box, the blue box is my time window, and the red box is my New York time window. The blue box is my London time window, and the red box is my New York time window. So I trade only 2 hours of London session and the first 2 hours of New York session. So this is a invalidated trade because why? It's not within my time window, so I cannot trade anything here. Rather just for price action. So anyways, after I've done all of this markup on the hourly time frame, I still come to the M15 because this is my key time frame. This is where I spend most of my time. So from what I can see here is a structural break, which clearly states that the M15 is bearish even if the hourly time frame is bullish. So I'll just push this a little bit and see how London. Oh, okay. During the Asian session, as you can see, we had a break of this demand. So whenever I have a major break, I still go to the hourly time frame and sorry, I still go to the hourly time frame and see what's happening. So we've got a very major hourly break. This was the pro trend low right here, and it has been broken clearly even on hourly time frame, which means the hourly time frame has shifted from bullish to bearish. So whenever I have a break, I tend to look for supply demand zone POI where price could reverse from, so I counter trend. So this is a very clean demand, and the reason why it makes sense to me was because it was responsible for this whole push that created a higher high. So it is a decision zone, and price just walking. Price came into the zone exactly an insightful time. So after a break of structure, we expect a pullback, and of course I want to trade a pullback, so that's why I'm looking for possible um high probability supply and demand to trade the pullback. So in this case, this is a very clean demand zone, as you can see, and the price came into the zone at a very perfect time, sweeping Asian low and then coming into my zone. So during my pre-London session analysis, which is the Frankfurt session, price came into my zone. Very clean to see. This is when I just go to the M1 and just watch price action until something reasonable comes up. So first as first, we start to see price start to slow down before London session. Price begin to slow down before London session. I think that's a very good indication of smart money getting in. And then bang, London session, we've got this push. Price took liquidity. Exactly London open and then push up. Very interesting to see. And then after this break right now, I am already keen to enter. There's an internal break. I wanted to trade from this. Sorry, extreme demand is just and then yep, 3 pips. So I'm gonna just set this limit. And then blue price action. Stick to the M1 and see. Alright, starting to see pullback. Price failed to tap me in. It happens most of the time. You're gonna get similar scenarios where price almost hit your limit and then you miss by a couple of pips. So this was my first trade idea and it didn't make sense to keep it anymore, and I got the second break. This is where everything is somewhat crucial. So after this break, I set my limit here. That's why it's starting to move now. So I have to position myself where it makes sense, where I'm not too refined, and where I'm not too refined. So this was a 4 pips stop. I was targeting 40 pips, 1 to 10. I'm sure exactly where the target was. At 1 to 5, I take partials. At 1 to 10, full profit. This is not the whole move, essentially. It's a very deep pullback we expect. It's very deep, so I'm just catching a portion of the move, and that makes sense to me. So this is how I set the limit order. Then let me play price. This order reaches 0.5% to make 500, and then let's see how it goes. So exactly 1 to 5, I tend to this is where I break even. As soon as price cross that line, I break exactly, so I'm not break even. Let me see. Sorry, I break. Yep. So I'm not break even. I'm risk free on the trade right now. Expecting higher prices. So exactly 1 to 5, I'll take profit, partial profit, and I wanted to almost break even, but it didn't take me out. This is one of the most slow price action. I was playing with my emotions, but you know, it is what it is. So that was a 3 p.m. news, and that was what changed everything for me. So as a New York session, I took partials and then just let go. That was my trade. So that was the news that changed everything for me. So I was in the trade for exactly 4 hours in choppy price action. Let me show you. From here to here is about 4 hours before price starts to make sense. So this is my trade, and this is exactly how I manage it. I hope you've learned one or two things from this. Thank you very much.